Hello, hello, hello. It's Dolly. I'm so excited. I've been asked to participate in Festive Friday. The collaborator of this team is Nicole Watt, and the concept behind it is to celebrate and be inspired by all sorts of traditional and unusual holidays. She makes a list of 10 items for that particular holiday, and you have to use at least 3 items on your layout. And this post is for National Button Day. So we have buttons, use up scraps, silver, stitch slash sewing, wood, fabric, quilting or texture, circles, fun fold, or green. All right, so I have buttons and I have a wood button and I'm using scraps, I'm stitching, and I'm using the color green. So let's see what papers and crafty items I'm using to document this photograph, which I'll go into the story in just a minute. I have this scrap from Dear Lizzie, All the Good Things, I think is what it's called, that says all good. Then One Canoe 2, Willow, got that scrap paper. Then I have another one that's a green paper. And then I'm going to use Cartabella Fall Market. Isn't that a beautiful paper? I love that. And I cut just a little piece from it. And then I'm going to use Country Christmas, Simple Stories. And this one side is kind of a burnt red color, but I'm going to end up using the opposite side. I'm going to cut strips and use the polka dot side. And then for my foundation or base paper is going to be Fall Farmhouse by Simple Stories as well. So that's going to be my base, that striped paper. I'm just making sure that you see that. All right, before I forget it, I will have all the ladies that participate in Festive Friday, their links to their videos listed below, and it'll be individuals that make cards and layouts, and I don't know their names yet. I'm new, so I'll have their links listed below so that you can go check them out. And if you're not a subscriber, be a subscriber. Show some love by giving some thumbs up. All right, off to my layout. As you can tell, I'm starting to layer up my paper layers here. And I will use one color at the top and one color at the bottom, and for about 4 of the layers. And then I'm going to have a couple other layers that it's just going to be either at the top or the bottom. And in the very end, I have 10 layers on this layout. As you can tell, that flower green paper, I have it going one direction vertically, and it gets switched horizontally when I put it together. Because at first I'm laying out the design and not securing anything. Right now you see me double matting my photograph using the One Canoe 2 Willow paper. That is such a gorgeous jade color. I love it, love it, love that paper. So while you watch me layer up my paper layers, let me tell you a little bit about this story. All right, I was sick last year. You know, everybody gets a cold and the flu or whatever. Well, I was down for about 6 weeks, only missed work for a week because I had like strep throat, upper respiratory infection, and an ear infection. I was in bad shape. And this is day 4, and I'm like, I have to get out of this bed and move. You know how you lay around too much, your muscles hurt? So I got up enough energy, and I wanted to do something crafty. And so I decided to stitch on my layout. And what's really kind of funny about this too is Miranda is part of this team here, and she happened to be checking in on me, and I was doing this stitching, and I had showed her a photograph of what I was doing. And it wasn't maybe like 30 minutes later, while I'm stitching, I realized, I'm like, why is this paper being so difficult for me? And I realized that I stitched through the paper, through my blanket that was covering me. I swear I do the dumbest things sometimes. So anyway, Miranda had told me, she goes, "Oh, you have got to document that sometime." And I couldn't figure out when or how, to document it. And then when I saw this inspiration piece, it was perfect for documenting that moment. So that's that's the story behind the photograph, and that is what I will journal also in the lower left hand corner. All right, what you saw me do as well is I put 3 strips of paper at the bottom and 3 at the top as a visual, and keep your eye coming from the top to the bottom um, of this, so your eye draws right to the photograph. All right, I did like a little swirly up at the top, and I am stitching that, and I don't make you watch just a little clip of it, but I will show you here at the end what it looks like. So there's the little swirlies, and then I added a scallop at the bottom of my photograph. All right, this is where I decided I still needed some more paper layers. So you're going to see me fuss with that a little bit. I do add it. I say fuss, but anyway, I add additional layers using scraps, which was one of the suggested items on the list. All right, I will, for embellishments, I will be using the Simple Stories Fall Farmhouse. I use a couple chipboards, but mainly stickers for the embellishment. But before I get to that, I pull out some black puffy alpha letters. And you're going to see here in a minute that I had no O's, but I had Q's. And the reason why I wanted to use these black alpha foam letters is because they were large. And my title was going to be small because I'm just spelling out the word oops. And then I'm going to put XOXO. But right now you still are just watching me put the paper layers here on the side. And then I think I mentioned that part of this design team, there are some that do layouts and then some that do cards. And some of them do not do videos, that you need to go to the blog, or the link may be to an Instagram account. So make sure that you follow those links listed below. Don't try to just go only onto YouTube to search for us. All right, so here I'm spelling out the word oops. I just love this layout, and it just worked out perfect. I have a black sweater on, I'm stitching on an orange paper, so it just screamed fall. And that's what I've been working on the whole month of October, and I will carry that into November, documenting layouts, fall layouts, or events that happen during the fall. All right, so from the sticker sheet, I love that truck with the pumpkins in it. And then I give it some dimension by using some foam adhesive. The pumpkins I just layer on top of each other, and I do not put foam adhesive, but I curl the little stems, and that gives it dimension. There's a sticker underneath those pumpkins next to the photograph, and it says Happy Fall, you all. Here's a chipboard that I'm putting up by the oops. Well, I will eventually put it by the oops. I'm kind of auditioning around, figuring out where I might like it. I thought I would like it right there by the button, but I felt it was too heavy. So I move it up there, and I take that flower sticker and I tuck it under those paper layers over there by the button. I do my journaling off camera, but it's this, I document the same story I just told you, and it will be in the close-ups. I get out the tab sticker that you just saw me put up there by oops, and it says a thankful heart. And then I'll put another tab that has no words over by the pumpkin, because I just felt like it needed something more over in that cluster. And then I do not show you this, but I do add Heidi Swap Color Shine Sweet Cherry, some splatters in the lower right hand corner, and then just a tiny bit up there by that chipboard flower. And I do move the orange button up by that flower. Here's that list if you would like to play along. And here are the close-ups. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, show some love, give a thumbs up. Remember to get out your photographs, document those memories in a fun, creative way. You're documenting history. If you're making cards, your family members will love them and cherish them and put a smile on their face. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.